Hello students, this is Vikas Sharma with yet another video from Exponent to Success, and today what we are going to discuss about is transformations from y is equal to x. So if you have seen my last video and you remember it, you must remember that we have done the equation of, or we had drawn the graph of the equation y is equal to x. So in this video what we are going to see is that how will the graph transform, or how will the graph change if we change the equation a little. So what I've taken, so let us jump right into the video, and what I've done is I've taken three examples for you. So one equation that I've taken is x minus y is equal to 1. The second equation is y minus x is equal to 3, and the third equation is x is equal to y minus 1. So we'll again plot a table of values in which we'll take variable values of x and find out what the value of y will be in each case, and then we'll plot those values on a graph. So for to do that, what we have to do is we have to get y on one side of the equation and get all the other things on the other side of the equation. And so basically what we are trying to do is that we are making y the subject. So in the first equation, if you look, it is x minus 1, y is equal to 1. So what we can do is we can add y to both sides of the equation. So we get x minus y plus y is equal to y plus 1. Now here we can see minus y and plus y, they get cancelled. So basically what we are left with is y plus 1 is equal to x. So if we subtract 1 from each side of the equation, we'll get y plus 1 minus 1 is equal to x minus 1. Again plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. So we are left with the equation y is equal to x minus 1. So that's our first equation. Moving on to the second equation. Now you must be wondering why I am doing on both sides of the equation. So see, if you look at the equation, x minus y is equal to 1, there is an equal to sign which shows that the left hand side, which is x minus y, is the same as 1, which is the right hand side. So this is like a weighing scale or a balance. So when you have a weighing balance, if you add some weights to one side of the balance will tilt in that side, towards that side. But we want it to still be balanced, so what we'll do is we'll have to add the same weights to both sides of the equation, then only the balance will remain balanced. So that is why whatever we are going to do is we are going to do to both sides of the equation. Looking at the second equation, that is fairly easy to do. So all we have to do is just add x to both sides of the equation. So we get y minus x plus x is equal to x plus 3. Again minus x and plus x gets cancelled. So we are left with y is equal to x plus 3. That's our second equation. And the third equation is x is equal to y minus 1. So this is also fairly easy. So what we can do is we can add 1 to both sides of the equation, because y 1 is being subtracted from y. So to cancel that effect of that subtraction, we'll have to add 1 to both sides of the equation. So we get y minus 1 is plus 1. That gives us x plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled on the left hand side, and we are left with x is equal to, sorry, y is equal to x plus 1. So that's our third equation. So now let me take you straight away to plotting the graphs or making a table of values, and then we'll plot the graphs. So I've got these three equations written down here, and we'll just plot a table of values. So as far as we are concerned, this is our x and this is our y. This is our x and this is our y. This is our x and this is our y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I said in the last video also, I like to take one positive number, one negative number, and one is 0. So I'll take negative 2, 0 and positive 2 in each case and see how it goes, what values we get. Negative 2, 0 and positive 2, negative 2, 0 and positive 2. So in the first equation, when y is equal to x minus 1, if x is negative 2, then negative 2 minus 1 gives us negative 3. So the value of y will be negative 3. When x is equal to 0, y will be negative 1. And when x is equal to 2, y will give you positive 1. In the second equation, y is equal to x plus 3. When x is negative 2, for y we get a value of 1. When x is 0, we get a value of 3, and when x is equal to 2, we get a value of 5. In the third equation, y is equal to x plus 1. When x is negative 2, y gives us a value of negative 1. When x is 0, y is 1, and when x is 2, 2 plus 1, that makes it 3. So this is our table of values. Now we'll just plot the points, and I'll take different colors for each line. In fact, what I should probably do is I probably should have done is I'll take this in blue, I'll take this in red, and I'll take this in green, so that the lines are clearly visible and we know which line is for what. So looking at the first table of values, we have y is equal to x is negative 2, which is right here, and y is negative 3 at that point of time, which gives us a graph here, the point here. And the second point is when x is equal to 0, which is right on the x-axis, and when that happens, y is negative 1, so that gives us a point here. And when x is equal to 2, y is equal to positive 1, so that gives us a point here. So if we draw a line, what we get is I think it will be a line just parallel to this one. So probably this will be the line. So this we can mark it as y is equal to x minus 1. Let's take the second equation. When x is negative 2, y is positive 1. So x is negative 2, y is positive 1. So I'll take that in red color. So we have our point right here. Then when x is 0, y is 3. So x is 0, y is 3 will give us a point here. And when x is 2, y is 5. So that gives us a point right here. So all we have to do is we just have to connect these points and see how it goes. So I'll take a line from here, and I hope it goes through all the 3 points. Yes, it's pretty close. So I'll write the equation of the line here. Y is equal to x plus 3. And the third is y is equal to x plus 1. So I'll take that in green color. So when x is negative 2, y is negative 1. So that gives us a point here. When x is 0, y is equal to 1. So that gives us a point here. And when x is 2, y is equal to 3. So that gives us a point here. So all we have to do is connect these dots now, and we'll get the line. So that's our line for x plus 1. Now if we look at the lines, all of them are very similar to y is equal to x. All of them are starting from the third quadrant and going into the first quadrant, and in fact all of them look parallel to me also. But if you're something like me, you would notice what I have noticed, that when y is equal to x minus 1, where is the line intersecting the y-axis? So here we see it is intersecting the y-axis at the point minus 1. When y is equal to x, it is intersecting the y-axis at the point 0. When y is equal to x plus 3, it is intersecting the y-axis at plus 3, and when y is equal to x plus 1, it is intersecting the y-axis at plus 1. So that means whatever number is being added to x or whatever number is being subtracted from x, that gives us the y-intercept. That is what it is called. Y-intercept is the point where the line intersects the y-axis or meets the y-axis. So it's very clear here that whatever number is being added or subtracted from x, that is the y-intercept. So anyways, this is the video that I want to show you, and I wanted to share some additional things which we'll do in the next video. So right now I think that's it, and we'll see more in the next video. But before I end the video, I would request you that if you like the video, you should please share it with your friends, send them the link so that they can also learn from it. And you can, but don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell your friends also to subscribe to the channel, so that whenever an additional video or whenever a new video is put up on the site, you should immediately get a notification and you can see and learn some new things from it. And also don't forget to leave a comment. If you like the video, just leave a comment, and I will also be happy to answer a few questions for you. So in case you find a difficulty in some question on any topic that you have, I'll just make a video on it and you can have a look at it and understand how it is done. So that's it guys, see you in the next video. Bye.